We've got round 2, heat number 4, already getting started with Mikey Wright and Miguel Pupo. But Kanish's goal is to get to round 3, heat number 10. So buckle up. Could be a massive day as we check out these early morning conditions. Mikey Wright wearing the red jersey, the top seed, and the best haircut on tour. Trimmed up that mullet just a bit. So really focused, a little business profile on that mullet in this contest.
Yeah, it's one hell of a haircut, isn't it? And it's amazing that you would do that on purpose.
Yeah, that's right. It's been his signature. It's been working well for him.
It sure has been working well, no doubt about that.
He got the late call-up because Kelly Slater had to withdraw at the last minute because of that ongoing foot injury that he suffered over a year ago now. Right next to him in blue is also an injury replacement wildcard, Miguel Pupo, familiar face, a few years on the top 34 full-time, and now getting the call-up with the replacement of Caio Ibelli since Caio's still recovering.
Yesterday we saw, quite a lot of tube time, but quite a lot of turns as well, like that perfect mixture as Mikey Wright's up and riding.
First wave of the morning, just a late decision to pull in. He'll get hung up there, and now Pupo will have clear priority for the next opportunity. So Mikey hoping to get barreled, changed his mind, but it was a little bit too late to adjust there.
And we've seen them all go on to success.
First wave for Pupo to kick things off right into the tube. First thing in the morning, and he'll punch free. Pupo powering through the exit. Clean off the top, and he'll just keep on working for maneuvers, running out of water, and he's out of there. Nice effort for Pupo to get the completion on his opening run.
It appeared like there was a mistake somewhere in that tube, didn't it? Because it looked like he got caught up, looked like he wasn't coming out for a second, and this angle will really help us to see it. Great angle.
Right into the pit on the takeoff, BL.
Stalling, and it's there. You see, it looked like he kind of got a little caught up at the top there. Maybe a part of the wave grabbed or touched a part of his body that slowed his speed down. You see, he's got a perfect line, but right in around there somewhere, something got a little bit weird, and the exit got a little bit funky too. But again, he got out clean, got a little couple of turns in to finish off and complete the ride.
Miguel Pupo qualified for the Dream Tour, maybe with the best rookie class of all time.
But an interesting around the priority. Oh, so do you think he lost his priority on that?
Priority has disappeared, so it looks like it may have switched. Pupo will just make the move, gets barreled real quickly, right into a rapid cutback. And so he hops out of there. It appears to have been a priority move.
Miguel Pupo trumped him again, 2 waves to 0, really, at this point, both with priority mistakes from Mikey Wright.
There's the move there. And getting the switch. So Pupo does get priority for this wave. Mistake for Wright. Pupo getting 2 back-to-back pits to start off this heat.
And 2 gifts from Mikey Wright with priority mistakes back-to-back. Not the sort of way you want to start the heat, and showing a lack of experience really in the management of that priority at this level of competition.
So we acknowledge the mistake for Mikey Wright. What about the tube for Miguel Pupo?
It wasn't that great. It was a little bit short, and there was a lot of white water on the face. It wasn't one you look at and you just go, oh,
Zeke Lau watching the action, and right into the pit again with Miguel Pupo. Eating tubes for breakfast. Nice snap there under the lip, and he's out. So 3 little visions. Just enjoying that view of that liquid barrel just sucking you in and seeing the channel hooting you to the exit. What a feeling Miguel Pupo is witnessing, even when they're 3s and 4s. He feels amazing right now.
I'd be calling the mates if it was me. I'd be like, yes, I just got barreled. But, the good news for Mikey right off the back of those mistakes, while we look at this replay, stalls, gets in there. Quite a sort of stronger section on that wave in the tube and for the turn. Not quite as flat on the face. Be interesting to see where the score goes for that, because the length was there in the first one, but that tube there had a little more of a critical nature to it.
Miguel Pupo now going for the punt, tail high whip off the top. He'll get hung up on the landing. So featuring a little section to change up his flow. He's been going barrel for barrel. As Strider's anticipating the conditions to improve, more opportunity for the world's best, and that's what you want, especially in these sudden death heats.
See the character and the influence with Mikey Wright there, mainly in the haircut as well. But here's Miguel up and riding.
Miguel with a lot of speed. There's that classic style, putting this one together with maneuvers. Straight off the top, right into a wrap. So a fun-looking left-hand point break with that kind of look at that wave. Top turn to wrapping combination.
That could have been ugly, but for Mikey, he's going to have the best score of the heat so far and find himself in a position, even after a couple of mistakes, as we watch Miguel surfing. That's the best surfing we've seen from Miguel too, the most powerful, the most intent in his manoeuvres, and a good wave. But again, I think Mikey's going to come out with the better of the whole heat so far and find himself, after a slow start, in a good position, only needing one more ride.
Changing up his flow from his first few scores. Mikey Wright on the answer. Hits it off the lip. Drives off the top again. Second turn has a little free fall back to the bottom. Little backhand jam. Fourth maneuver right over the dry reef. A tough section to go down on.
Lucky there was a little bit of water there, because that was sort of face first into the reef, wasn't it?
Before that, he just had the .57, so his best wave so far at the 12-minute mark. Let's see how he did it here.
Yeah, we'll watch this one. Drops down. Beautiful first turn. Gets another nice one here. And then at the bottom here, there's a little moment where the board kind of wobbles underneath him, a little loss of control for a second, and then back into another snap. And we watch this one, and this face, Struth, there was, and you see that rib come up the wave face and just give him a bit of water.
Pupo still with the lead at the moment, BL. Last score of 4.0. Those are those maneuvers and combinations he laid down. Mikey winning the exchange at a 4.83, so still very close. Mikey up now, backhand float. Setting up the lip, nice vertical, big tail chuck off the roof. Jams it under the lip again, and there's that dry reef. He loves to hang out in there. He'll float this one and just barely sneak out of there.
He's getting washed up on there right now. Ow. Those, like you said, the cuts and the staff and the long-term implications of just a simple little moment. But look how far he found himself washed up on that reef. That momentum and energy of the wave just dragged him forward.
Let's see what happened out the back. Second turn was pretty aggressive as well.
Well, again, this was off Miguel's priority, so it's a really great opportunity for Mikey. That turn was beautiful out of the top. This next one too, this I dare say will be the highest scoring wave of the heat so far. The commitment and the dedication to go for that last floater was mental. It was a little bit ambitious, but if you get back out and you're back in the lineup, you haven't cut yourself, and you've got that extra turn in, you've shown the judges that commitment and dedication to victory, it can't be a bad thing. Having what it takes to be at this level of competition.
Minute 50. Mikey likes this one. And he'll just slam on the brakes, trying to slow down, now getting a little bit of a barrel there. Fades that bottom turn, knifes it off the top, he'll go straight down. So a wild ride, wanted to burn off that speed, then changed up to turns and goes down on that backhand re-entry. Down to 90 seconds. Miguel Pupo chasing a 6.5.
Well, so attainable, and it's really in the wave itself. Miguel knows what he's looking for. He knows the type of wave that's going to deliver that score, and he's waiting for it.
Let's see what happened on this one.
He gets that pig dog style, that backhand tube riding style. It does it beautifully. Fades straight back down to get into this pocket. And in that next heat, we'll have a look at a ride from yesterday that gives us the opportunity to sort of dial in a little bit on what the judges are looking for.
A tough feeling, knowing how dangerous Pupo can be in nice hollow conditions, especially when it's performance as well, with that beautiful act on the open face. Mikey will get a last wave in. Top turn carve and looking for the lip to hit. Little top turn and he'll get out of there. Not going to affect his top two. Mikey Wright, the wild card on tour, already into the top 10, doing damage once again as he moves on to round 3 action. And Pupo left chasing a 6.5. So seeing what was clear for Mikey, going for broke on that big section, ditching the fins out, that high 6.0, got him to where he wants to be.